I had heard yesterday on Wednesday that the Seahawks were sniffing around Anthony Richardson at 5. I heard that they weren't going to take Jalen Carter and that Tyree Wilson was iffy because there were some concerns about his foot. Didn't matter. Colts at 4, who we thought might be the only team in on Will Levis, take Anthony Richardson, quarterback out of Florida. I've done 40,000 mock drafts. You've done 0, but you've made fun of my mock drafts. And one of the conversations we've had at 4 is that, well, Shane Steichen, the former offensive coordinator for Philadelphia, now the new head coach in Indianapolis, had a ton of success with Jalen Carter, and Jalen Carter had a lot.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. We're at the point in the conversation where you have to correct me with the names because I'm so punch drunk.
Oh my God.
Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts deserves a ton of the credit for their success, but so does the Shane Steichen. How do you like the fit of Anthony Richardson with Shane Steichen in Indianapolis compared to potentially Will Levis?
I think Anthony Richardson is much more comparable to Jalen Hurts than Will Levis is. And the reason I say that, and you could almost say he's Jalen Hurts on steroids because he's bigger, he's stronger, he's faster.
Not literally, just a figure speech, people.
Yeah, yes, please. don't.
Only one person on this podcast is doing steroids. Go ahead.
Debo?
Yeah, he's not doing them right.
He had to turn his money back if he's on them.
Oh, skinny jokes. Go ahead.
But he fits the mold of what Steichen was able to do with Jalen Hurts. And there was a lot of question on Jalen Hurts' accuracy. And even last year, before we got into the season, can he throw? Everybody knew that Jalen Hurts was an athlete and can make plays with his legs. But can he become a better and more accurate passer? And I think with the success that they had with Jalen Hurts in Philly, they envisioned that with Anthony Richardson. Now, whether he starts that first game or not, that will yet to be determined. Maybe they go with Gardner Minshew. But when he's ready, he's going to be the quarterback of the future. And for the Indianapolis Colts fans, I think the reign of terror has ended on taking a veteran quarterback every year over the past 200 years that they have done that. So this is your future franchise quarterback. And I think they got a pretty special player if they can get him to improve on some of the areas that he needs to.
You've taken 2 quarterbacks in the first round that I can think of, none quite this high, and none quite this raw. What does Anthony Richardson have to show you in OTAs and training camp to convince you that he's day one starter?
I think it's just going to be how quickly he picks up the system, how quickly they improve his accuracy and his decision making. But it's extremely difficult for a rookie quarterback to come in and look like he's probably going to look 3 years from now. And, we went through it, like I said, last year. The biggest point of conversation we were covering training camps was, is Hurts the answer? And Philadelphia has 2 first-round picks, so if he doesn't perform, they have the ability to go up and get one of these franchise quarterbacks. And Tua was the other one. But look what both of those organizations did. They went out and got playmakers around them. They made trade last year in Philadelphia for A.J. Brown, the receiver from Tennessee. And then you look at what Miami did and Chris Greer did when they went out and made the trade for Tyreek Hill.
7th Colts quarterback drafted in the top 5 in the common draft era. That's the most of any franchise. And this, speaking of 7th straight season with a different week 1 quarterback will tie an NFL record for the Colts. And that could be either Gardner Minshew or Anthony Richardson.